How's it going, Paul?
Hey guys, Captain Paul here at Sail Monterey.
Hey guys, it's Jay Black, your Monterey realtor, and today I'm hanging out with Paul, the owner and kind of manager of Sail Monterey. How you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Good.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Hey everybody.
So I'm excited to be here, out on the wharf. Beautiful. It's foggy, but it is a beautiful day today.
It's a gorgeous day.
We like the fog. So, alrighty. So why don't you tell us a little bit about Sail Monterey?
Yeah, so we're down here at the end of the old Fisherman's Wharf at our little small business, our little sailing business called Sail Monterey. Behind me you might be able to see our catamaran. That is a 37-foot Gemini freestyle that we do charters on. So we do sailing cruises here. Anytime you think it's too choppy out there, we also do our happy hour tour, which is just a fun 30-minute boat ride where we cruise around the harbor and Del Monte Beach and places like that. We serve everybody a drink, a complimentary beverage. Like we serve Alvarado Street's Monterey beer.
Oh yeah,
super
there you
good.
Go. Yeah, okay.
We've got hard seltzers and we've got juice, so some non-alcoholic options as well. It's great for families and kids. And we also rent our sailboats.
Oh, okay.
To anyone who's qualified. So if you already know how to sail, come on down. You'd be welcome to take one of our sailboats anytime. We have a fleet of 5 sailboats, all ranging in size from 18 feet all the way up to the catamaran, 37 feet. And yeah, something I want all of you to know about actually is the sailing classes and lessons that we do here. It's a great way to get the community involved, sort of in the on-the-water activities. And there's lots of neglected sailboats out here. So if any, Jay, you included, if anybody's interested in getting into sailing, there's lots of boats available here, lots of sailboats here that are not being sailed. So if you need to learn how to sail, come see us. We'll help you. We also help a lot of locals get into boat ownership.
You're getting people out in the water in some way, right? You live next to it. You might as well get out there and enjoy it.
You live next to the Monterey Bay. No excuses not to be sailing on it, okay?
What made you decide you wanted to buy this business?
Yeah, so I've been working here for a few years, and the owner was clearly kind of just on his way out. It was too good of an opportunity to pass up, and I absolutely love the lifestyle.
What do you mean by that?
I'm here at the wharf 7 days a week. We have 5 sailboats, like I mentioned earlier. You can imagine it's more than a full-time job taking care of all of them.
Just maintaining it, yeah.
Maintaining them, fixing them. Our fleet of sailboats has never been in better shape, so we're really proud of that. If you need any advice on maintaining a sailboat, come talk to me, because we know all the tricks. But essentially, it's just being here all the time, keeping an eye on things, enjoying our boats whenever we can, enjoying our time here at the wharf. Sometimes we go swimming on the dock when it's warm in the harbor and the day is slow. And yeah, I mean, essentially that's what it is.
So what surprised you most since you started?
So yeah, I've never run a business before. This was a well-established business already when I came into it. So when I took it over and I started receiving all the bills in the mail, that was surprising. So operating a business in California, some people have complaints about that. I don't really have any complaints about that, but I will say it is astounding how many bills are coming in the mail from various government agencies, various utilities.
What would your customers say they like most about coming and hanging out at Sail Monterey?
Whether it's being here at the end of our wharf, which by the way is the quietest spot on the wharf, we're at the very, very tippy-tip end. So hanging out here is really fun. We have a lot of cool little activities to do over here. Like later on we'll show you our little knot tying station where you can come and learn how to use and tie knots and also learn how to use various equipment on a sailboat. We might show you guys that later. One of the things our customers love most about the sailing, and especially like our boat operation, is a couple things. Number one, it's noiseless. There's no engine noise while we're sailing. So we're listening to music that's usually like pretty low, lots of Bob Marley, boat music, stuff like that. Okay, and then the other thing is our catamaran holds a maximum of like 24 people at a max. We don't take more than 18 on our public charters. So it's never crowded. And those are, definitely the 2 things that I hear as feedback from our customers that they like the most.
It's quiet, and it's not crowded.
Yeah, and obviously there's a lot of whale watching companies here on the wharf. So those are a couple of the reasons that we see people choose our business over, say, going whale watching, for example. Our business is more focused around the experience of
sailing. Being out
a boat under sail, using the wind power, something we've been doing as human beings for thousands of years.
For a long time,
right? Come get connected with your roots. Down here at Sail Monterey, learn how to harness the power of the wind. We've been doing it a long time, and Yeah, it is the first time you feel a boat take off under the power of wind. It is a really, truly amazing feeling.
Yeah.
It's just, that's what got me hooked in the first place, right?
Sure.
So about 10 years ago when I learned to sail, it was like, wow, this is really something special.
That's cool.
And now I do it for work every day,
Yeah.
which is a real joy. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some days, like after, I don't know, your 100th hour of cleaning seagull poop off of the boat, now you're like, this is serious work.
Yeah.
After unclogging the boat toilet, for the 5th time in the day, you're like, sometimes it feels like work, but normally it doesn't feel like work. It feels like fun.
So what are some of your goals for the next year?
Yeah, our goal for the next year is for sure to grow the sailing school. So we have more of like a steady stream of students, maybe from the local area or even just a little bit further off, coming in, doing the classes. We do something that's really fun. It's called the 2-hour introduction to sailing class.
Okay.
We do this Thursday to Monday every morning from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's $150. Come and see if you like it.
Yeah.
You got to do it.
Okay.
It's really, really fun. You just get an idea, a rough idea of how sailboats work. So you get a little bit of sail theory. You get to steer the sailboat. You get to work the lines on a sailboat, right?
What is your favorite part about being a member of the Monterey Peninsula community?
So I live in Pacific Grove. Absolutely love it there. My fiance and I live there with our little dog Coconut. We're actually getting married next month.
That's exciting.
Really
Congratulations.
excited. Thank you. We're actually we're gonna sail to Santa Cruz, and we're gonna get married on another sailing company's sailboat. So we're gonna get married on the Chardonnay 2 in Santa Cruz, and we're really excited about it. I love riding my bicycle to and from work on the rec trail, seeing all the people and like passing by, tourists, locals, you name it. Everyone's walking their dogs and having a good time on the trail. And then what I really like, I would say, about the people here is everyone's out here living an outdoor lifestyle. So I would say that's probably my number one thing, actually, is the outdoor lifestyle that everybody on the Monterey Peninsula, or just the Monterey community in general, right?
Yeah.
Everyone out here living in Monterey seems to be like really into the outdoors. People seem to have a decently good work-life balance. For example, when I'm down here at the Wharf, I constantly have friends and community members just coming down to chat with me. We chat about all sorts of things. A lot of it is obviously based around sailing, but a lot of it is just,
life.
Maybe boating in general, life, what's going on, and yeah, it's a great place to be, really, to be a part of the community. That's actually one of the things I'm really stoked about with this interview, just being on your website and everything, is that the website that you're running is a great place for locals to just connect, find out what's going on, right? You can see like places for rent or homes for sale, or help wanted, right? Interviews with local business owners to get to know the community. Love that.
Yeah, it's been a cool project. So and it's a great community, like you said, right? It's kind of a small town kind of feel. Everybody's outside doing stuff all the time. So it's a good spot. Yeah,
the interconnectivity that you feel just walking around in the Monterey area is a great feeling.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful for that.
Cool. Cool. All right, well, that's all I've got. And do we need to know anything else about Sail Monterey?
Yeah, what else we got going on here? Well, this might be a good time to just give people a short tour if you want.
Sure, let's go do that.
Let's do it real quick. Okay, cool. Let me show you around. So here's the front of our office down here at the old Fisherman's Wharf. We got a small little shack that we just absolutely adore. One of our cool little touch points is this little knot tying station. So I completely ripped this off, this whole idea. I ripped this off from the Wooden Boat Sailing Center in Seattle. If you're ever in the area, please go visit. It's an amazing, amazing sailing center. But essentially, we've got these little placards here that are instructions on how to tie some knots. So these instructions, we have about 5 to 6 different knots that you can learn to tie here. They're the ones that we use the most often, and we did build this for our sailing school. So these are the knots that you get tested on after the ASA 101 class is finished. So you do have to, it's like almost like the scouts, right? You have to know how to tie these knots and pass a little knot tying test at the end. So let me show you around downstairs. Welcome to underneath the wharf. So normally we come down here just for boarding our passengers. That's what we use this area down here for mostly. We got a little barbecue down here.
There we go.
In case we want to do a cookout, which is really cool.
Don't catch it on fire though, huh?
Yeah. Well, this wharf caught on fire a while back from an electrical fire, but it is still really sturdy. We're actually getting surveys done to find out the condition of all these pilings down here on the wharf. Real quick, I can show you our tool shed. This is where all the magic happens of sailboat maintenance, all right? So check it out. We got a big toolbox in here where we keep all of our tools. We got some fishing rods if we ever have some spare time to go out fishing when the rockfish season is open. Got a coffee maker, all good stuff. So lots of tools that help us maintain our sailboats down here. And then why don't we go check out the dock?
There's our catamaran, the Mad Catter.
The Mad Catter.
I love the name of that, by the way.
Really cool name. Here's our little gangway here. So we put this up every night after we close.
No sea lions.
Yeah, so no sea lions get up here. And then it also helps keep our new gangway in good shape so it's not always bobbing up and down. Wear and tear, things like that. Let me get this on. There we go. Come on down. So this is our brand new dock. We actually built this floating dock a couple years ago, and it came out awesome. And we're really, really pleased with the way, not only that it looks, but also with the way that it floats. The old dock was starting to sink a little bit.
That's not good.
Yeah, so we've got these really cool, just foam
Bumpers?
and vinyl dock bumpers. They're called hull huggers, which is really cool. So we don't need to drop fenders every time we come in with the catamaran or one of our other 4 sailboats. We can just bring them right in and tie them up. Got some nice little aluminum hand railings here. We've got access to a hose so we can wash our sailboats. And then our little pride and joy here, 1969 16-foot Boston whaler. And this is our little utility boat. If you ever rent a sailboat from us, you'll end up getting a ferry boat ride from our dock over to the sailboat you'd be renting on this guy, which is really cool. So we actually have 6 boats. One of them is a power boat, but we do need the little power boat. It's the Boston whaler is the only exception to the sailboat rule. So here we have all sailboats except for the whaler.
You could paddle out.
You could also paddle out. We could get canoes, or we could get little sailing dinghies, and we could take sailboats out to the sailboat, which would be very cool. But anyways, guys, this is our spot. It was great to have you along today for a little tour. Jay, thank you so much for the interview.
Thanks, Paul.
It was a lot of fun.
And guys, make sure you check out the description. We'll have links to websites, social media, all of that down below. So thanks a lot. See you, Paul.
Thanks.